What's going on, guys, gals, aliens, and DJ freaks? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. Let me pause the music. Okay, hope everyone is doing good. You can tell we're in a really good mood this morning. We're just feeling the zest, I guess. You know, we went on to Randy Hipper's live stream. We usually like to watch a little bit of Randy Hipper and some other people before we actually go live ourselves, because we like to get the alpha and all the, you know, get prepped up and get pumped for doing our own live stream. So we like to watch Miss Teen Crypto. So we went on, and as we went on, she was talking about Gary Gensler, and we thought, we should send her our Gary Gensler track that we made over a year ago. When I looked at how old it was, I was like, wow, time flies. So it was made over a year ago, and to mention to you guys, that is the 3-year anniversary of this channel. So welcome to Dano Crypto. But we shared that Gary track to Randy, and she actually posted it and played it live on stream. And I thought she had seen it, but she had never seen it before. And we got her good. She was laughing. She was cracking up. We made her cheeks red. So it was super. It was funny. It was really funny. So if you guys want to go and see her reaction, just go and follow me at Dano Crypto 904 on x.com, and you can see we posted the reaction from her account somewhere here. Where is it? It's somewhere in here. Yeah, I think you have to click on media, and yep, there's the reaction right there. So we'll repost it.
Before I even play this, I'm gonna go to your channel. Hold up. Shout out to Dano Crypto. What a Kang in the chat dropping this. Please go subscribe to Dano. He's such a cool dude, and I have a lot of love for him. This is his.
I have a lot of love for Miss Teen Crypto because, you know, it's one of the first accounts that actually came up in my algorithm way back in 2021 in January. Crazy. I remember seeing this girl, and I was like, wow, this young girl on here talking about crypto. Like, and no one can, and no one, like, even in that realm of her age range and her group was probably even on to that type of to this type of thing. And so we just want to give her a big shout out, because yeah, she's definitely one of the inspirations for us to get into crypto, make our own channel, and at least at least for us, halfway know what we're talking about, So, guys, we're in a timeline right now in the chat on the feed where Litecoin is bull posting and shit posting and meme posting. It's wild. This is the time that we're in right now. So guys, you need to hit the like button. You need to be watching this channel. You need to be following everything that we're following right now. This is how you need to be in the bull market right now. This is what you need to be doing. This is the mood that you need to be in, but you need to be locked in. But we'll show you guys the Gary track. This is the Gary track that we played for Randy, but we'll play it because obviously, the big news is that Gary Gensler is possibly was hinting at his resignation. I don't know if it actually officially happened yet, but we need to kind of scour through crypto Twitter and see if it actually happened. But there were hints. There were hints that through his statement that he made that he was going to be stepping down before Trump gets into office, because obviously there's a big push for him to just get fired, and he would probably rather resign before getting fired. And that's actually the classic politician thing. If these people know that they're about to get canned, they're going to resign. So a lot of times when you see these resignations, it's not because they were just like, oh, well, I did my civil duty. I did everything that I could do. I don't think I can do any more. I think I'm happy with what I've done, and I think it's time to resign. I resign. Yeah, Your ass was about to get canned, impeached, whatever. Something was about to happen to you, and so you're cooking out. you're leaving. You're getting out of Dodge. But I had a theory. I was like, Gary Gensler could have been the Darth Vader, the healer of the timeline. He could have been the one to bring balance to the Force, like Darth Vader. He's looked at almost like a Darth Vader character in the crypto space because of his actions, but I wonder, is it really his actions? Is there an Emperor Palpatine behind Gary Gensler that has been pulling the strings all along? Think about it. The people that make the moves don't put their faces out. You don't know who these people are. You don't know who they are. You think the people making? Do you think Gary's the one making the rules? You think Gary Gensler's the one? No, he's the fall guy. He's the fall guy. So, but remember what happened with Darth Vader. Remember what happened with Darth Vader. What did he do? He did bring balance to the Force. He tossed the Emperor down. Sidious, done. Tossed him down the shaft. Luke was right. Luke ended up being right. He was like, he said, you were right, Luke. There is good in me. Like that scene, classic scene. I remember that scene got me so good. Like I was like, if there's anything in Star Wars that is so powerful, is that scene where Darth Vader takes his helmet off and he tells Luke that he was right. It's very powerful. I know Star Wars is like kind of woke now, which is sad. Everything, I feel like when Disney gets a hold of stuff, they just like woke it. Why do they gotta woke stuff? All right, let's get back to it. Gary Gensler track.
Hucksters, fraudsters,
Let's go.
scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters,
Yeah.
fraudsters,
We got
scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters,
do the Gary.
fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, fraudsters,
Come on, sing it with us.
scam artists,
Let's go. Ponzi schemes.
fraudsters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes, hucksters, 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 hucksters.
All right. All right, guys, please do me a favor. Because the topic of discussion right now is Gary Gensler, make sure you guys take this track and share it to the world. This was just a fun little snippet we had to make about a year ago when Gary actually came on mainstream media and said those famous words, the hucksters, fraudsters, and scam artists, and everyone. I had to make a meme of it. I had to make a meme. And so, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. This is our Freaky Friday. Our Freaky Friday. We like to do Freaky Friday. And what's currently happening right now, if you saw my video this morning, and hopefully that led you to this live stream. So if you clicked on that video and you watched it and then you said, hey, I'm going to check out the live, you're awesome. That's you completed the assignment. That's exactly what you were supposed to do. Watch the video, get led like a funnel into the Dano Dojo. This is how it is. And this is how we're going to get, I hope, a lot of the retail people that are coming in, just like I was a retail investor coming into crypto, and I started watching Miss Teen Crypto, Cryptos R Us George, The Moon Carl, Ivan on Tech, Journey Crypto, I don't know who you guys were watching, but those were the ones that when a video released, I like whatever I was doing, I clicked on it. and honestly, I'm glad to do. Oh, and BitBoy, honestly, and BitBoy was a big one. Like I watched a lot of BitBoy. A lot of the BitBoy crypto live streams were huge. I mean, that they kind of got a bit of a blueprint going for how to, to do these live streams, at least get people watching, especially during the bull run where there was retail. So I'll give it to him for that, for sure. All right, so what I see happening here on the short term here is a inverse head and shoulders. So on the 5 minute, we actually are forming an inverse head and shoulders, which could bring us just right back up into the neckline, and we could just create this shoulder here. Got to kind of go sideways, a little bit of a dump. But honestly, we recovered. We bounced off of this area, and if I show you here, if you go on the 45 minute, pull a fib, and you'll see that we basically got over the 786. Okay. We made a bearish divergence. We traded back down right into the Fibonacci retracement, okay, of the 2.36. And then if you look at this on the short term, if you bring this a little bit here and just pull it from this point, this is how you can see what's happening in terms of the rejections and where some of these price levels could be going. And so I'm eyeing as the next stop is a brand new all-time high at 94,766. So this is just a cool off. I think this is just a cool off to obviously, like, it's going to make people think like, okay, that was kind of it. The lowest I was thinking we were going to go would be somewhere in this range. We already hit this low at 86,000. I thought the lowest we could go would be in this little range right here, in this little pocket right here. But we bounced pretty good. And it looks like on the 45 minute, if you're looking at that, it looks like an inverse head and shoulders that could be forming and bringing us just up in the parabolic curve. We had a lot of inflows, barely any selling pressure. The only selling pressure that we had was on the 5th and the 14th. And it wasn't really that much. It definitely doesn't trump any of the buying because we had record inflows of 1.3 billion, 1.1 billion, and just a massive inflow into these ETFs. So I think that the selling pressure is not going to overshadow the buying pressure that's coming in right now. I think more so now than ever is going to be the time where FOMO is going to start building up, anticipation is going to start coming in. All the people that couldn't get in before, like, think about it. There was a lot of people that weren't able to execute a plan or investment plan or start putting in money into the market before the election. They probably were like, I got to wait till after the election. I got to wait till this. I got to blah, blah, blah. I got to do this. I got to do that. All these excuses. And then basically, and some of them being valid. You could have a valid excuse of why, like, okay, I'm not going to like have money until this time. It's just a fact. And I can't put money in until this, or I have to pay this off and then I can do it, or then I can invest. So think about all these conversations that are happening. Don't just think about you. This game is how you think about how other people around are thinking about getting into the market, because what you're doing, what we're doing, is we're investing in those things months ago and now before retail comes in. And then that actually alone dictates what the retail are going to buy. And also the bullish, and if you follow the bullish narratives, you're on crypto Twitter, you're on YouTube, you're kind of connecting the dots on the thing with Doge. Someone asked about, are you liking what you're seeing from Doge right now? Yes, on the long term, we've been talking about this forever. We've been saying, look, I know there's a shiny thing over here. There's a hippo over here. There's a new dog over here. There's a cat over here. There's frog derivatives over here. And it's going to be obviously easy to say Doge is dead. I don't want to mess with Doge, or oh, Doge is not going to. But then now do you see the culture and the framework that's being built around not just the cryptocurrency, but the synonym, the Doge name. That alone is going to push traffic to Dogecoin. And then you can kind of speculate and trickle down that, okay, well then what is the most popular coin that did just as well as Dogecoin, or did really well? Was Shiba Inu. And then that's how you can kind of start figuring out now in this cycle what's going to be that thing. Now we've already decided that for ourselves. It's Pepe. I think Pepe is going to be that same kind of run that SHIB had and also that Dogecoin had, but in a different type of framework. And that now that we're in this meme super cycle, what is going to be the strongest meme that has a longevity outlook and that doesn't have as much baggage? It's Pepe. Because you see now the support from Coinbase. You see that it's now listed on every single major exchange. So the trading volume is insane. It's the 8th highest traded token in volume across the entire market. So when you start to break down these metrics and you start to look at this stuff, you start to analyze that now it's in the number 15 spot. It's surpassed Chainlink. It's surpassed Bitcoin Cash and Polkadot and your protocol, Litecoin. And Litecoin understands this, and Litecoin has now been literally bullish long memes, and now is I think if Litecoin, I think they already have kind of like a form of smart contrast, kind of like Bitcoin does with ordinals. I'm pretty sure there's a version of Litecoin that has this. I just need to do a little bit more research, and they're probably going to launch some type of like Litecoin meme coin, if they haven't already, with the character that they've been memeing, which is, I'll show you guys. They've been memeing this Litecoin character with eyes on Ansem's posts and just realizing that they're like, look, we need to identify basically as a meme coin at this point because we're gonna need to survive. But I think it's funny though, because I think ultimately, whether people realize it or not, Litecoin is going to be doing really well in this altcoin season. I think that it has traditionally always done well, and it has done this thing. And I've studied this thing now where I realize that Litecoin is actually a really bullish indicator and oscillating wave for when we start to get into the bull runs and when you should start taking profits. So Litecoin in both runs had banana zones. And this was in 2017. We had Litecoin go from its range, where it always goes. It goes into this support and resistance range in between $40 and $100. And then in the bull runs that are connected with Bitcoin, and you can honestly, if you think this is boring, you're not going to make it. If you think this is boring, you're not going to make it, because this is the things that you need to study is you could literally look at two charts. Look at the Bitcoin halving chart and then look at the Litecoin chart, and then there's your metric to take profits. There's where you see an altcoin season right here goes into that range. Here's the range. 276 to 374. Bear market. Another bull run, 2021. Look at this. It did the same thing. Okay. Now, all I did was from previous charts, I'm just taking that and just getting the volatility, the swings in there, and I'm bringing it right here from where the bottom was. And this is how you and I are going to know where it's actually a good area where you're going to get the highest returns probably historically for your altcoins, and also just probably for your entire portfolio in general. And it's not this year, it's next year. It is in around March, April. This is when you could be really scalping the market, DCAing out, because at this point, you should have been already DCAing in at these ranges, which this gives you a perfect indication of still being able to buy altcoins at really, really cheap prices. I mean, look, like Chainlink is under $15. ADA is under 80 cents. It's under $1. Phantom is under $1. The total 3, look, this thing, it's so funny. All my drawings have been playing out. Everything that I've been saying as a zoomed out long-term perspective is playing out exactly as I have predicted on these charts. I've showed you that the total crypto market cap, excluding BTC and ETH, so this means that we are coming into an altcoin season that we're breaking out of a cup and handle pattern and a inverse head and shoulders, all combined together to create a really, really bullish rip up into what I think is going to be the peak is $2.3 trillion just excluding BTC and ETH. So right now we're at a total crypto market cap of 3 trillion, which is super bullish. But imagine we get Bitcoin at a half of gold's market cap, which would make it at a $7 to $8 trillion market cap. Then we have ETH sitting at a 1.5 or $2 trillion market cap. Then we get Tether getting up there into just astronomical numbers, where it's like it's basically, because this is 127 billion. And then we get Solana at what Ethereum is at right now, at like basically what Ethereum's market cap is. It's going to get crazy. I think the memes alone, just the memes, are going to be at a $1 trillion market cap total. Because right now, if you go into the memes and you look at the market cap total right now, it got up to 100, at peak 120 billion. Or no, close to it. It was like, market cap, total market cap of memes, 120 billion. So imagine what they're going to be when Bitcoin is at $350,000 per coin. It's going to shoot to $1 trillion per market cap. So, I mean, at a point, almost everything will be going in some type of direction up. And things, the reason why you're going to see a lot of them crash is because it's going to happen so fast, and some of them are going to be actively, heavily taking profits on, and that's going to determine whether your coin is shit or not. Just honest. I'm being honest. So that's what's going to determine whether your coin is a POS or is it going to survive the sell pressure and then keep sustaining. Kind of like Dogecoin. It's like Dogecoin was able to sustain the sell pressure for a time, and then it still was able to hold the market cap, stay in the top 10. That's a feat. And then I know Shiba Inu kind of had a bigger kind of downturn, but you see though, whenever people start to take profits, like your chart could get completely wrecked, or it's gonna retrace like normal and then kind of establish a bottom range, or it's going to have the floor completely taken out of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm fully prepared that whenever I have these coins and I start taking profits off on them, and that's why I'm going to take profits, because I'm not going to say that my coins that I hold are a guaranteed like long-term vision, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I have to take the risk off a little bit, and I'm going to say, hey, if I'm up 5x on a coin, I'm going to take 3x. I'll leave the other in there and see what happens. What the Charles? I'm late to the stream, Charles. What do we have here? You just reminded me of the Juggernaut video. Do you guys remember the old Juggernaut, the I'm the Juggernaut bitch video? Like, what the fuck, Charles? Oh my god. What do you think of that Ponky is the only meme coin on Revolut that's not on Coinbase? I find it interesting. Maybe I just see things I want to see. No, you're just connecting the dots. All you got to do is connect the dots. Pretty much, the exchanges are long, bullish, max long memes now. They are prepared to gamble with us, and they're putting their exchanges on the line, and they're putting their money where their mouth is, and they know that they're just setting up the ball and the kick for the retail to come in and say, damn it, Bitcoin is too expensive. Bitcoin is too expensive. It's like $100K right now. What am I going to do with my $100? How am I going to turn I only have $100 to my name. This is going to be 50-60% of people are going to be like, I don't have any money to invest. I've been raped in the rear by the last 4 years of administration. Everything's tripled the price, quadrupled the price. I don't have any money left. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. That's literally going to be the conversation. So, but they're still going to feel FOMO and the fear of missing out. I'm telling you this because that is exactly where I've been. I've been there. And it is just the mentality that you're going to have. As a new person getting into the space, and they're going to say, okay, I got $100. I got to do something. They're going to pull up Coinbase. They're going to pull up Robinhood. They're going to see what's been listed, what's the thing? And now we see Dog with Hat and Pepe were just listed on Coinbase, and then Pepe on Robinhood. Robinhood has relisted tokens like XRP and things like this because of the loosening grip. I think that's happening. You know, I think Operation Choke Point is not now, it's a little less choky. They've loosened up. They loosened up the chokehold. So there's a lot of things that are super bullish right now, guys. So the best thing that you can do is just be in the markets. Don't swap around too much. Don't chase a FOMO like pump. It's just like Alex Becker. He just chased a FOMO pump because he felt left out of Peanut. Peanut in a week has gone up 1,500%, and he just put 6 figures into Peanut. Maybe he knows something I don't know, but I assure you, it's probably a 50-50 chance that he's buying the complete top and Peanut goes down like 100%. But who knows? Who cares? I don't know. He could be totally right. And then Peanut goes up. It's right here. And then Peanut all of a sudden goes to like $10 billion market cap. And then it was like the easiest thing you could have bought was Peanut. But I don't know. I got my other P. I'm buying Pepe. Like, I believe that Pepe is just the easiest, less risk, just to take the risk off if you're going to invest in memes. It's almost kind of like your blue chip meme. People attribute almost like when you buy Chainlink, that's just like your safest blue chip hold for an altcoin. You could say Litecoin. You could say Litecoin is like that. Like you're like just stable through the market. You know, through those bear markets, it ain't gonna get any lower than They even make a joke about it, but now that's why they're memeing. They're like, we ain't gonna be stable anymore. We're pumping Litecoin to $1,000. But yeah, all right. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing right now. Are you guys with me? Are you sticking with me? We're almost to 3,000 subscribers, which is crazy. We're at 2,921. So if you guys could send some people in here actually right now, or if you haven't subscribed yet, that would be cool to surpass 3,000 subscribers on this stream today. We might do it later today on the 8 p.m. live stream, and we will throw a freaking party. We'll have a dance party. We'll have lights going. I don't know. We'll have some fun. We'll crack open a beer or something like that. So we got people watching from Dubai. Shout out to Dubai. I think if it works out, I will be in Dubai in December. First week of December, and I'll be there for like a few days, and then I'm going to come back, and then I'll be in Miami for the Ticker Bitcoin event that's going to be at like Basel or something, Art Basel, something like that. So the beginning of December might be like really like a whirlwind of content, all kinds of stuff. So we're going to keep you guys updated, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And then and if we are in Dubai, we will definitely have a opportunity for everyone to come and do like a meetup or something like that. We'll plan just like a super like chill, laid back event where everyone can just come and hang out, and maybe we have like some food or something like that, and just like, I don't know. I think there'll be a really cool opportunity to do that, and we have Carl there, we have Da Vinci, Mr. M, Crypto Kid. We'll try and get like Crypto King Tyrell to come and hang out, and we'll just all like just talk about crypto, get to know each other, and just have an opportunity to do some RL stuff, because that's what it's all about. Because I mean, I can be here and yap my trap all day on the live stream in front of my camera, but if we can't connect with the community, you know, in real life also, then we are not doing it right. We're not doing it right. All right, so let's check out right now in the things that I'm following. I try to keep it simple. You know, I'm a little different. I would say I might be a tad bit different than other channels in the fact that, like, I really do keep it simple. I keep it very simple in terms of, like, I don't, you notice I don't really talk about AI coins that much. I'm like, I just don't, it doesn't excite me as much as what, say, like the crypto gaming and some of the memes, or just like, you know, it's actually even like tech, like, you know, things like Tron, or being able to, you know, layer twos, or DeFi. Like DeFi excites me more than AI. Like, I actually, the whole concept of being able to be your own bank and send transactions and use different networks, I'm a total nerd. Like, I love that. I don't know why. But AI and these like AI coins or all this stuff, like, I don't really care about them. I just don't. And so it doesn't interest me as much. So I don't talk about them. I just don't. So you can go to, like, that's like, you can watch other channels for different. I will tell you about some of the AI tokens that I've kind of kept a little bit of a radar on, but I keep it simple. Like, I keep it pretty simple. Like, I have my layer ones and layer twos and different altcoins that I've followed for a while from previous cycles, like FTM and Cardano and Polkadot, and some of the old like metaverse tokens and things like that. And then, you know, DeFi protocols like STG, all the old school like pre-cycle meme coins like Shiba Inu, AVAX, Litecoin. The layer twos that people don't realize that are like the reason, like things like Optimism. Like, Optimism is a good one to think about Coinbase, because Coinbase's base chain uses Optimism, like tech. So if you're bullish on the success of Coinbase, which is like, I mean, look at the Coinbase stock, look at how the base chain is doing, look at how they're really trying to be a proponent in being a full-on type of company in America and also internationally, where they have a stock on the stock exchange. They don't have a coin itself, but they have these bullish meme coins like Brett, which we'll get into why we're bullish on Brett for probably being the next coin. Everyone's thinking, okay, what is Coinbase going to list next? It's probably going to be Brett. And so this is my simple strategy of what coins I end up following and why they end up on my list and why I end up talking about them. And it's not because I'm getting paid to do so, or it's not because, like, you know, I mean, hey, it would be cool if the Brett team came out and was like, we'll pay you millions of dollars for a sponsor. I'd be like, sure. I was like, I've been talking about you guys for free for 5 months. but yeah, we just like, you know, we just are trying to connect the dots with some of these things, and hopefully we are on the ball with the narrative and following, you know, the right things. Solana, I think here on the weekly, you can see is breaking out of its own little cup and handle pattern. A lot of stuff is bullish right now, guys. Super, super bullish. Doge completed the banana run into breaking its resistance at 33 cents and then pumping all the way up to 43 cents, where I think we had some sell pressure. But if we're looking at the all-time high, we are now 109% away from its all-time high. Now, I think once we surpass that previous resistance and we push it, like once it gets past 73 cents, I think the community might come in strong enough to push it to the dollar. And then news media and all of this, I mean, mainstream media will go wild. They will say that it'll be everywhere. It'll be worldwide that Dogecoin finally went to $1. And I think that actually might cascade. I mean, it might launch things like Pepe, things like Dog with Hat, things like Shib, things like, I mean, just go down the damn list, and those freaking things are going to fly. It's going to be disgusting. You're not going to understand it. You're not going to think it's possible for it to go that crazy, but I'm telling you now, just freaking listen to me. And don't sell too early, because you're going to do it. You're going to sell too early. You're going to. It's going to get crazy. Just calm down. And it's not going to make any sense. It's not going to make any sense at all. You have to be able to calm your emotions and just be like, okay, I'm in a matrix. This is a simulation. And my opportunity now to retire my entire bloodline is in front of my face, so I need to really relax right now. Okay? Because if you don't, you're then all of a sudden going to see the black cat 2 times and so go, oh, deja vu. And they're going to go, what? What did you just say? And then you're going to open the curtain, and it's a brick wall, and you're like, shit, I'm stuck. No. And then the agents come in and they smoke you. Don't do that. Don't do it. You are in control of the matrix. You run the program, right? You run the program. You understand that your biology operates as a system, almost like a machine. Your brain kind of almost operates like what a hard drive and your motherboard kind of almost operates like that. And then you realize that, okay, I can start to uninstall and download new programs that then, when we are interfacing into our reality, you can start to really make the change. If there's anything that you can get as the ultimate golden teaching from the Matrix, it's that teaching alone. That's what cracks your brain open. You think that's air you're breathing? You think that's air you're breathing? How are you guys doing? Are you still with me? You guys got to smash up the like button. You got to hit, we got to hit 22 likes. Let's get to 22 likes. 22 likes. And we'll remind you guys that we are running 2 giveaways. I see you guys signing up. I actually saw some people signing up, so that's great. You passed the assignment. You've passed the test, but we need more people signing up. So we got the BITFLEX Treasure giveaway. This one's cool because these are awesome. I love these things. I'm about to transfer some Bitcoin on one of these things and be smart and just hold that thing for a long time. So then I can really secure the Bitcoin in a way that makes me feel safe. Makes me feel safe. And so if you guys want to do this, all you have to do is sign up with my link. It is no KYC, optional, but if you want a KYC, that gives you extra benefits, and you actually get more points and also get more bonus sign up if you KYC. So make sure if you can, I mean, do it. I mean, why not? But it's not necessary. But ineligible, you have to trade, I think you have to put in a leverage trade of $100. Yeah, make at least 1 derivatives trade. I don't think there's a limit. I don't think there's a requirement of how much. So it's whatever you want. So just put in a trade and you will be entered in to win the cold wallet with BITFLEX. And then the other giveaway that we're running is, and we're going to go through some of this news because we actually have some really cool news articles to share. Let's see, how many people do we have watching on X right now? All right, so look, check it out. We got the OURBIT exchange, and we're bullish on this exchange as well. This is one of our favorite exchanges to trade memes on, and I suggest you guys check it out. It's kind of almost similar to MEXC. It's very, very similar. So if you're kind of familiar with that interface, they have a very, very similar style. But they're very meme focused, and I love the marketing campaigns that they do for the coins that they list. It's like way better than most of the like big exchanges. So that's kind of why like I've kind of wanted to roll and rock with them in kind of their journey of kind of getting, you know, more traction, and they've been taking care of me, and so I really appreciate them. So yeah, we are doing a really cool giveaway because we said, look, we're just as bullish as you guys are on ticker Bitcoin, which is Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu, and we have partnered up with them, and they are going to be giving away 5 lucky winners to 5 people if you sign up and put in a trade, minimum $100 volume. But you have to deposit $200 worth of crypto. So that's the stipulation. You got to deposit $200 worth of crypto. You trade a minimum of 100. And then 5 of you will be winning a dope ticker Bitcoin sweatshirt. One of them being the pink one. I love that one. I actually kind of want them to send me the pink one because that one's awesome. Like, I want to wear that one during the winter because it's actually getting a little chilly out right now. So, and then we got the cool gray one with a little bit of a different logo. But the giveaway is only going till the 19th. So, guys, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's till the 19th. So you don't have that much more time to get to win custom merch. I mean, they don't have this like on their merch store. It's special giveaway merch. This is completely exclusive to my community. So make sure you guys are doing that. And we already saw some people signing up. I think we had about maybe like 3 or 4 people signing up. So yeah, I mean, we got to get some more signups. We got to roll it in. We got to rack it in. All right, so let's watch this clip. This was from Michael Saylor just the other day. Michael Saylor says, replacing the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, is incredibly bullish for digital assets. So let's see his comment.
That are in focus with the Trump administration coming into play. SEC chairman, for example, a lot of expectations that Gary Gensler is going to step aside. And I realize Bitcoin itself is governed as a commodity, unlike other cryptocurrencies. But when you're talking about the ETFs and when you're talking about the cryptocurrency exchanges and when you're talking about companies like yours, MicroStrategy, which is publicly traded, it is SEC. So how important is that appointment going to be? And who would you like to see at the helm?
Well, I think whoever chairs the SEC has probably the most pivotal role in the entire digital assets industry. I think this is incredibly bullish for digital assets. It's very good for the crypto industry. We're going to see a lot more pro-Bitcoin policies. We're going to see a digital assets framework. We're going to see an end to the war on crypto. we're going to see a lot of pro-business policies. And I think that clearly the SEC will be a big part of it. So it's above my pay grade to have an opinion on who it's going to be. But I think it's pretty clear the House, the Senate, the White House, they're all very pro-crypto. So I expect that we'll have a very supportive head of the
Okay, so and then also we have this bullish news right here. We wanted to make sure we cover this as well. It's rumors are swirling that the Trump administration may eliminate capital gains tax on U.S. registered crypto assets, potentially allowing tax-free gains on Bitcoin, ETH, and more. No official confirmation yet, but stay tuned. So let's see what he was saying.
There's rumors out there reported by Forbes magazine that says that the Trump administration is to remove all capital gains taxes on cryptocurrency. This move could cause major capital to flow into the crypto market. Imagine no taxes at all on crypto. This could establish the United States as the #1 leader in cryptocurrency. But here's the kicker: it would only apply to cryptocurrency issued by United States companies. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts in the comments below?
Yo, I mean, this is going to make companies start registering in the United States and operating in the United States because of the fact that it'll just kind of bring more adoption. It's almost like that's why a lot of people started to set up certain businesses in more crypto-friendly countries like Dubai, like El Salvador. And oh my gosh, if this is true, this is huge, guys. This is huge. I mean, this kind of can give you the confidence that maybe you have a business. Maybe you have like a small business. Maybe you have a big business. Maybe you have like kind of like a mid-tier, like a really big business that's growing substantially. And you want to start getting exposure into crypto and you want to start maybe implementing some of these services. It's going to be a lot easier to do so. And you won't have to feel like you're going to have like the FBI knocking on your door or confiscating stuff, or I don't know, like seizing your assets, or, you know, or the SEC Wells notice, or going to jail. Like, you'll just have a clear roadmap, a better roadmap, I guess, and more of clear regulation instead of this, enforcement, basically just this aggressive type of lawfare. I was trying to think of the word. Basically, it's called lawfare. It's like guerrilla republic lawfare of just basically trying to crush the innovation and the competition, because they well know that their little Ponzi scheme and their little thing that they got going on will end if they lose control. And so this could be just a kind of a domino effect and cascading bullishness for crypto in the United States, which is apparently is the plan of the Trump administration. We'll see how that plays out. We have to have a level of doing our due diligence and a little bit of skepticism, just a bit, when it comes to these politicians. We need to make sure that they're actually going to do it, and we need to put them to the test. We got to make sure they do these things that they're saying, and if they don't, we need to call them out. So, like, we can't praise them, and they say a lot of stuff, but if they're gonna do it, they better freaking do it. And if they don't, I'll call them out on the stream here, and you guys should be doing the same thing on social media. Just like the left and the Democrats and the mainstream media like to lie about shit, and then we're on the other side saying, well, this is not true. You are blatantly lying, and you didn't do that. Just like how they said Kamala Harris was the border czar. She was the border czar, and the whole time the mainstream media was like, and the border czar was appointed border czar. And then all of a sudden, when she was running for president, this whole time campaigning and trying to run for president, the mainstream media said, we never said that she was the border czar. We never said that. And then you go back and listen to the clips. Yes, you did. You're lying. It's like, so we got to make sure that, okay, you said this is what you said this whole time to get up all this steam and all this stuff and say you're going to do this with crypto. Well, you better fucking do it. Excuse my language. But we're not going to get gaslighted again. So I hope what they're saying is true, and they're not just trying to get us all, you know, they just better do it. That's all I got to say. But the charts will show it. The charts don't lie. The charts will show us. The on-chain metrics will show us. And all we got to do is be a little patient. And then also have risk management, because that's all. It's very important to have that. Patience, risk management, have a plan. And there you go. That's it. Very simple. All right, so speaking of OURBIT, we wanted to let you guys know that we have been trading on some specific tokens on OURBIT, and one of them being Brett, one of them being PayPay. So PayPay, I think, is kind of lagging a little bit. I think that with the success of how Pepe is doing, I think, in my opinion, PayPay could be one of the strongest Pepe derivatives that is going to perform well. And I think another one is Apu too. I think Apu is, because of what the meme is, I think the Apu Pepe meme is almost meme just as much as the original Pepe meme. So that alone, and I think the partnerships that it's getting, it got listed on Kraken, it's kind of following the momentum. I think if people think, I miss Pepe, they might go to Apu, and I think also they might go to PayPay, especially if we get bigger listings and exchanges support and a lot of PR going to the Pepe derivatives. And it's the same thing that's happening with Doge. It's like, look at how Dog with Hat is getting that support off of the success of Doge running, and there's a kind of just like a whole sentiment build up of, like I said, the setup for retail to where they're going to go, well, what is all these crypto Twitter people talking about? What are they talking about? What are they buying? And then they're just going to go on Coinbase and Robinhood, and then it's going to be right there. It's going to say top movers. They're going to go, okay, I got $50, got $100. And then it's just going to be a spot buying frenzy for these things. And it's going to be wild. It's just a fact. It's going to happen. But today, we actually, in the morning, well, last night we put the Brett trade in. We were like, look, Brett's probably going to be one of the next listings on Coinbase, and it's going to push it up to 30 cents. That's our take profit, 30 cents. It's going to rush it up there probably a lot faster than you realize, because we got up to 20 cents pretty fast on just the bullish momentum without retail. And so we're in the trade. We took $145 profit off that trade in the morning. Like I said, we've been very aggressive. We don't leave money on the table anymore. We know the markets can move very fast. And if the market is showing you money, it's right in front of your face. $145 a lot of the times for most people, if you're just in the regular workforce, that's a full day's shift. That's a full day's shift. 5 hours. I mean, like, on average of what even some of the stuff that I've done as an audiovisual engineer and technician, like, you're getting like between 25 to 30 an hour. If you get like a nice pay like contract, you know, you might get a little more. You might get like 40 an hour. So that's pretty good. That's not too bad, because then you're working like 5 hours, you know, 4, 8, 12, 16, 160, you know, but that's still 100. It's only like 160, $200. And you have to drive. You got to go there. You got to spend gas. You're going to probably buy lunch or something. You're going to spend money on lunch. It's like all these things that start to add up. And then by the time you're all said and done with that shift that you just did, well, whatever it may be, you made like $130. So once you do it a couple times, and I'm not going to say this is easy, because it's not. It's not that easy. I've gotten wrecked. I've gotten completely destroyed. I've thought I was a genius. And then you quickly start to realize that no, you're not a genius. You're on the roulette table with everyone else in the market, and everyone is aggressive. There's sharks. There's blood. If you don't take the profits, the market will. But if you are able to get through that and realize that you can, by the click of a button, in 20 minutes, make what someone makes in 5 hours, you won't freaking go back. You will not. You will not go back. You won't. I tried. And I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I can't do it. Like, I told myself, I was like, I'm not going to fucking do it anymore. I don't know about you guys, but there's going to be a point in your life where you're like, I gotta make a change. I gotta do something. Like, I gotta switch something up. Unless you want to live your life at the consensus reality of what the system and what your own small mind will tell you that you need to do, you will be in that forever. If you're okay with that, then be okay with it. That's fine. But I'm not. I'm not okay with it. I have never been. And so I discovered crypto. I discovered this, and I felt it in my soul and my bones that this is it. Like, this is going to be the thing. I can feel it so strong. Recently, guys, my live streams, I feel like I've had a lot of clippable clips. If you can help me clip out the best clips of me getting hyped or getting emotional or trying to, like, because a lot of the times when I'm talking like this is from, like, my heart. It's not from my mind. It's from my heart. Like, it's from a true place where, you know, it is from just a true place of being, I'm trying to be as genuine as possible. Because this shit's real. Like, this is what you're going to feel. You're probably have had these conversations with yourself in your mind, and you're just like, what can I do? What can I do? Like, how can I change this? And sometimes your situation is so effed that you'll just be frozen. Like, have you ever felt like that? Where, like, your situation is so bad that you just feel like frozen in place? It sucks. And if you're not strong-willed enough, it will break you. It will break you. Sometimes you have to get to that place to then be like, oh, shit. I can't go back there again. I don't want to go back there again. You're like, never. You're like, I will never go back there again. Hit the like button if you know what I'm talking about. Like, I know, put your pepes in the chat if you know what I'm talking about, because you know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing comes without a price, and sometimes you have to pay the price in your own suffering and the mistakes that you made, and man, it's, woo. That's when you grow up. That's life. That is life in real time, in RL, role-playing, trying to figure it out. This life is a game. It is a wonderful, beautiful, treacherous game with side quests, main bosses, missions, level ups, equipment that is required, tools that are required, skills acquired. This is part of the game. Will you shut it off when it says game over? Or are you going to hit continue like the Sonic character when it's like bum 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 bum. You hit continue and you run that bitch up and you keep going. You don't stop. You can tell I played a lot of Sonic growing up. It was my first video game I ever played. That's why I think I'm so bullish on Harry Potter Obama, Sonic 10 Inu. Get off the hamster wheel. Marcin, get off the hamster wheel. I'm getting off. I'm not going to say that, like, I don't still, like, work my little side stuff. Do you know, I'm an audio, I play gigs. Like, I actually, like, I enjoy doing my work. Like, I'm not, like, the type where, like, when I go out and I do my stuff, I'm, like, I'm, like, negative. Like, I do cool work. Like, I get to watch live shows. I get to mix and do front of house sound. I get to, you know, help set up big events, and sometimes, like, I get to play the event. So, like, for me, with what I do, I don't mind going out and making some cash. You know, playing music. I mean, that's still awesome to me. Like, I'll do that any day. But when it comes to like the day-to-day, like, grindy crap that I've done before, and what most people do, like, I just don't want to. I don't want to live that life. And you have to make a change and make a stand and make a commandment to yourself. And if you don't, then it won't change. You will be on the hamster wheel. So I've noticed that the more that I've been very, very, like, I was more assertive in my life and being like, no, I'm not going to stand for that. Like, have more self-worth, like, know that you are worth more. I know there's going to be times where, like, you kind of have to do the grindy thing. I get it. But there's going to be a moment where it's going to really click and it's going to be like, oh, oh, okay. All right, let's check on Bitcoin. Today's been a lot of sorry guys. Today's been a lot of motivational speaking. I hope you're okay with it. Welcome to Tony Robbins, Dano Crypto conference. We're in Palm Beach. We're in Palm Beach, Florida right now. We're in Mar-a-Lago. Woo. All right, Bitcoin's doing the thing. All right, so don't fret, don't be afraid. Bitcoin is going to go to $350,000 really, really soon. I believe that we're going to have a $150,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be glorious. And then everyone is going to sell too early because it's going to crash back down to like 100K from 150K right here. It's going to crash 30%, 40%. And everyone's going to go, it's over. And I'm going to be live streaming saying, you fools. No. And then it's going to run up then to 350K. And I don't want you to be the screaming Wojak meme. Don't be the screaming Wojak meme, because if you look at the previous cycles, it did that. It did that. It went up. It dumped. It went up. Look. It ran up. And look, dumped 30%. And everyone was like, it's over. And no, it's not. It's not over. Go here. It pumped. Wait. It pumped. And then it dumped. Oh my gosh, it's over. It went down another 31%. And then look what happened. Ran up 234%. Now, this is, look at where it's at. Okay? Did you see those green candles? Now, it's going to run. I might be wrong. It might not hit 150. It might get like 130. And then once it hits that, we're going to get that 30% retracement. We will get that 30% retracement that I'm talking about. We will get it. It's going to do it. And everyone's going to think it's over. And that's okay to take profits, but you don't sell everything. Like, you don't sell everything and think you're going to be a genius buying back at a certain low point. Don't. You're not smart. You're not a genius. You're just in early on the biggest industry in the entire world. That's all. But this chart here is going to help you. It will help you. Let's try and full screen it. Let's go full screen and we will just show you there. Look, here's the long-term chart. That should help you guys. And then we love this chart on the Bitstamp chart. We did this where we made the rainbow curve. We made the rainbow curve. We have a bunch of cool Bitcoin charts. We actually have the MAGA Pepe. We told you guys that the MAGA Pepe was ultimately going to fulfill the prophecy of Bitcoin breaking out of the cup and handle pattern, which is the steamy cup of Bitcoin coffee. The steam, we're at the steam level. So if you guys have been watching the channel long enough, you'll know that I do really good Bitcoin TA, steam TA, cup and handle steam. The steam, we've hit the steam. So now we're just steaming up and we're going to basically hit like the 120. And then this is our bullish Pepe frog call, just craziness, ribbit. We're going to leap. But this is the one I want to show you guys is the Bitstamp chart on the curve on the weekly. It's really, really fun to look at. It's a nice, cool chart. And it shows you where we've curved into all-time highs and where it should have gone and was invalidated by getting our knees chopped out. We got rugged by the whole industry. During this time, we got rugged by the whole entire industry. Bitcoin, if it was following stock to flow, would have hit $100,000 and maybe topped out at 120. Okay, and then we would have gone into the bear market through there. Okay. Now, if the stock to flow model can go back and get validated because we got chopped at the freaking knees right here, we will hit, like I've been saying, at 350,000, but actually touching up here at $500,000 per Bitcoin at around next year, because that would actually give us the correct stock to flow model from the bottom and get us right in there. Because if we get the distance, could be August and September. Similar distance of from what the bottom was from this previous cycle right here. And I'm just going from the bottom of 16,000 would bring us to in August and September next year at a $500,000 Bitcoin. Now, you're not going to get this. You're not going to get this TA anywhere else, because how my brain works. I'm a drummer. I see patterns. I'm pattern recognition, and I'm very good at analyzing this stuff. And this is what I'm seeing. And it lines up with some of the more bullish calls that I've seen with TradFi actually calling some bullish prices like this. Like ARK Invest, Kathy Wood has been saying, hey, Bitcoin's going to go to $500,000 probably by 2026, but maybe she's not even bullish enough because it's probably going to end up happening next year, mid next year. But it's going to take some volatility, just like it has right here, And look, if you look at this, it's just, it's magical. It's magical. It's magic. And we need to respect the pump. Respect the pump. The pump is real. The pump is your friend. And the trend is your friend to the end. Now, we've been telling you about Litecoin. We talked about Litecoin. We told you about the Litecoin oscillating wave. Now, if you're looking at Litecoin here as a trade, well, in the short term here, if you look at how it's distanced like this, and now it's swooping and creating a nice established bottom at the point of control, you're going to get a nice Litecoin move up to $90. $90 here, Litecoin is going to be shooting up to probably sooner than you think. So we've been in the Litecoin trade. Did we take profits on this yet? No, we didn't take any profits on this yet. We've kept it open and we've just been adding to it. Our entry price was it 82? I guess it was 82. I thought we got way lower than that. I thought we had it at like 70 something. Maybe we did close a Litecoin trade and then we reopened it. I'm not sure. But either way, we're in the Litecoin trade. We did close our XRP trade. We took profits on our XRP trade. Sorry. We took profits on our XRP trade this morning, and we added to our Litecoin trade. Like I said yesterday, we opened an FTM trade. I think this coin is going to run. There's a lot why I think it will run is because we have the foundation itself rebranded to Sonic, and the FTM chain isn't going anywhere. It's just going to be a side chain of Sonic chain. There's going to be a Sonic token. So I think there's probably going to be some areas of DeFi that you could have an FTM Sonic pool or an FTM Sonic liquidity pool, lock up. There's probably going to be all kinds of little tricks that you can do with these ecosystems. And if you're DeFi savvy, you're just going to be taking all kinds of advantage of those things. And so, just in terms of just speculating, no, we want to be in that trade. And also, if you guys realize, these are all the coins that I had. A lot of this is what I've talked about. Some of them being things that I haven't normally talked about. I have covered Dog with Hat, but it's not a coin that I actively talk about. But I am in the trade speculating that because of the Coinbase listing, because of the pool and how many people actually do follow Ansem, who's basically the mascot of the WIF coin, and also one of the biggest KOL figures for Solana. It's just I don't want to bet against it, I guess, is why I'm in the trade. And I don't hold any WIF spot. I hold Doge and Pepe and all things like that, which I've talked about. I hold those things spot. But there's sometimes things that I would just rather just bet on and just kind of just trade it, which is totally okay. But then I also trade the coins that I hold and because I'm bullish on them. So I think they're gonna do well and they're gonna go up in this bull run. And so I like to have myself hedged on these things, and the fact that I've done that has been able to make me a good it's almost $6,000 in the past 4 days or something like that. And I'll just, instead of me just saying it, I'll just prove it to you, because like I'm not going to be some schlup that doesn't actually want to show you, because I'm just going to show you. I'll go to the P&L analysis, and I will show you that in the past, here's the days, mark the days. Here's the daily P&L analysis. On the 10th, I made $437. On the 11th, I made $1,028. And this is realized profits. On the 12th, I made $854. This was my best trading day I think I've ever had in terms of like on the day active daily profits that taken. I think this might be my best. It might have been my best day in the short amount of time where I made $2,400 on the 13th. And then yesterday was still a great day. I was like, I still want to make the goal of making about $500 at least, and I made $516. So this is what has been the track record so far of the past 4 to 5 days, which is pretty damn good, I would say. Pretty damn good. And it feels good because there had been some times and recently where I was in some of these trades and the market was chopping my butt up. And you know why? Is because I was getting too greedy, getting too high-leved, just using like less margin but high ratio leverage, which was it's just dumb. And especially doing it on these altcoins sometimes, because the altcoins will wick really fast, especially if Bitcoin or Ethereum, because they're carrying the market still. So like Bitcoin, Ethereum go down, these altcoins get wrecked. Like they'll get wrecked. And so if you're high leveraged in small margin or it doesn't matter, just high leverage in general, like you're going to get liquidated, especially if you don't have a stop loss. So if you don't have a stop loss and you're trying to scalp and do it real quick, it's just, you're going to get swamped. You're going to get swamped. And so I've learned now, if you have a little bit more high margin that you can play with, and you don't have to do a 10x. Like there's absolutely no reason to do that, because if you're in a bull market and you're in a bull run, you'd only have to do like 3 or 4. Like you can literally do a 3, 4x, and on Pepe, like scalp $1,000 off one clip in a click. That's what I did on that day where I made $2,400. I just saw the profits and I was like, I'm going to take it. It's freaking right there. Where else are you going to make $1,000 in a day by clicking a button? Nowhere. Where's he going? Nowhere. You guys are from Boondock Saints. Where's this guy going? Nowhere. But God, I mean, it's for real. What? No. No, I don't believe that. They're not going to list Mr. Miggles before Brett. That's crazy. That would be insane. That would make no sense. Why would they not go ahead and just list their biggest on-chain meme right now? That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. I know Mr. Mickles is another meme coin. I get it, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? Why would they not want to just run up this coin? It's like the base chain mascot, basically. They're gonna let BYBIT and UpBit and BitGet and KuCoin and HTX and Gate.io and BingX and all these exchanges, are they gonna let them just get all that volume? Just them? No, these exchanges are in competition. Like they're gonna want that trading volume. They're gonna list Brett. Maybe they'll list Mr. Miggles too, but I don't invest in Mr. Miggles, so I don't care. I want the Brett. I want Brett. I want it to do well. Especially because I'm in the trade, baby. I'm in the trade. I want it to soar. I want this thing to soar. I think it's going to go to 30 cents on this listing. Mark right here, right on the stream. I'm telling you. The next Coinbase listing is going to be Brett. Let's see if we go to the Coinbase Twitter, because they're probably going to hint at it at some point. I need to have like all notifications on this. Let's see. Any little hints? Come on. They listed with. They list with, and they're not going to list like literally like did Crashy? Yeah, Crashy's Clay said something, and I'm pretty sure. I was like, yes. I mean, like obviously, like it makes no sense. Oh yeah, and this is actually fun. Brett is actually super bullish in Asia. Brett is being played in grocery stores and malls around Asia while many of us are sleeping. But the thing is Degen has been trading up with just like MFR coin. So basically Degen, MFR coin, and Brett were the 3 top traded meme coins, and just traded volume in general. Besides Aerodrome Finance, I think was like one of the highest. And it's just like, this is why I think, okay, Brett's just gonna. It's just they're waiting for the setup. Something's gonna be set up here pretty soon. Where is it? I want to see. I don't think it was Crash. Maybe it was I think it was something that he might have reposted, or it looked like a Crash account, but they were just saying, look, I mean, you see all this action going to these meme coins, and they're like, you're telling me they're not going to list Brett like here in the next like couple of days, like just pretty much in the next couple of days. It could just happen any moment. That's why we were so ready. We were ready to like bullishly set you guys up to kind of start to pay attention to Pepe, because I know there's all these shiny things, there's all this stuff, there's all these things that are going to distract you. And I've been here the entire time to tell you, I mean, you could just like pay attention to Pepe. Like, why would you not? Don't fade it because the shiny thing over here. And then all of a sudden, Pepe goes to $40 billion market cap, and you're like, what was I even doing here? Like, what am I in crypto for? Oh, yeah, and I know Ozzy bought this thing called UFO Gaming, and I looked at the previous price and where it was, and like where it's at now, and if it did go to all-time highs, Ozzy would be buying us all new houses. Ozzy would be able to get all of our contract addresses and send us all a fresh milli if it goes to all-time highs. So I hope it does, because we better be invited to your freaking yacht party. We would have some fun. I gotta take this headphone out. All right, guys. Well, I think we've streamed for long enough. We were hoping that we could get to 3,000 subscribers live on stream, but that might happen a little later today. But the way you can actually get my channel past 3,000 subscribers, maybe before we even start the stream later today, that's going to be at 8 o'clock, we will, you gotta share the stream. You gotta share this, you gotta repost it, you gotta do all the things that help build the algorithm and build some attention on this live stream. All right. Well, with that being said, thanks for thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me, giving me your thoughts, your observations on the markets right now. We'll give you a little teaser of the trades again. Show you what we're in. We're in the XRP trade. We're in the Phantom trade. We're in the WIF trade. We're in a Pepe trade. We're in the Litecoin trade. We're in the Bitcoin trade. We are in the Brett trade. We're in the Pepe trade. We have all of these things that we just mentioned, besides maybe a few like XRP and WIF, that we hold spot. So we're putting our money where our mouth is, and we're showing you live, and we're going to show you the progress of where this is going to be going in the next couple months, because it's going to get wild, guys, and I hope you're ready for the ride. And we appreciate you, and we love you. So we're sending love to you and your families. Please send love back. We will pray for you, and we hope you pray for us. Prayer works, and it's a nice tool. It's a nice tool. It's a nice tool that we have. All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you later. We'll see you later today. We'll see you later today on the 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream. Remember, we do these live streams Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Figure out what time zone you're in so you can figure that out. We're 11:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and hang out with us. Build this community with us together. Join the dojo crew. And let's retire our entire bloodlines. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.